It's been
written over
by writing over the check and making it seem like that the check was originally to them. So this was for her water company. So her water could possibly get cut off because it never made it, and they found it and they tried to write over it.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. You tell me over and over and over, you gotta go. It does not look good.
Well, they broke the law, so I know. So you gotta do what you gotta do.
A routine trip to the bank ends with 2 women in handcuffs and a single check that tells 2 completely different stories. One amount washed away, another written in its place, and 3 people who all insist they did nothing wrong. Was this an honest misunderstanding or a felony caught in the act? Set the events aside. The answer lives in the law. Because the footage involves no use of force, the legal weight rests on 3 pillars. The 4th Amendment limits on detention and arrest, the Arkansas law of forgery, and the rules that govern searches of supervised persons.
How's it going? Does the bank have your ID?
Not mine, no.
Okay. Who's trying to cash the check?
Guy that she playing guys for her, I decided down here, I tried to cash it.
You tried to cash it, or?
She was hers, and I tried it for her. She playing guys for him, and she'll have the bank account.
Okay.
Is there a problem?
There's a problem with the check.
We're trying to. She's telling about you to make for cleaning out.
Okay. Okay. So the check was written to you? Okay, but you were the one trying to cash it?
Just because she doesn't have a bank account, I do.
Okay.
That's all.
Do y'all have y'all's IDs?
They have them in here.
Okay, they've got both of y'all's?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Is there a problem?
Apparently there's something wrong with the check. I don't
want to cash it.
I don't know what it is. They just called us.
No, tell them that.
So,
I didn't know anything was wrong.
Until we figure out what's going on, I'll just have y'all hang out for me.
Well, I don't need no trouble. I've got to get there.
I understand that.
5 minutes.
I understand.
I have my little motions. Oh my God. But I've got to pick up a kid in 5 minutes.
Can you roll the window down? I can't hear her.
I'm canceling and either. Use a hair. I've got to go pick up a kid in 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, like I said,
just keep the tag, whatever. I don't care.
Well,
I'll go pick a child. I'm just trying to help.
I get that.
I know, but I don't have time. I didn't think it would be a big deal. I just have time,
Like I said, I've got another officer coming so he can talk to the bank and figure out what the problem is.
We were just, she just worked with the guy and we just cashing it.
Who'd you get it from?
I tried not to that thing. He just, I didn't have any water visit.
Where, what house was it?
What house? Can I go get the kid? I'm not really,
I'm good. If you can speak to the bank, I'm with the suspects.
This thing's like a the guy that you wrote for gave us.
It's a right on his chest.
I didn't know nothing about that. I'm just.
Hi.
How are you?
Feeling good.
Alright, so.
Alright, so. Talk to the lady on the phone.
Okay.
And she do not know Sherry Anderson, and she don't know Tanya Lake. She told me that she wrote check 6304 for 7509 to the water company. She just noticed it because I'm like, well, I got 304. If you can see that 7509, it's been
written over.
Yeah, they found this check, and so then they did a whole new criminal. I mean, they did a whole nother situation by writing over the check and making it seem like that the check was originally to them. So this was for her water company. So her water could possibly get cut off because it never made it, and they found it and they tried to write over it. So that's another thing going on. We do have a copy of the checks. We can keep this. If you need a copy, I can give you this, or I don't know which one.
I'll need this one.
Okay.
You have their IDs?
Yeah, we have the IDs. We didn't make copies of those, but we did write everything down.
Our corporate security did say that if any arrests are made, that we have to have an officer's name and badge number for our stuff.
I'm Officer Rios, 144.
Okay, you went right there.
Sorry.
So, Tanya Lake is one who has an account with us.
Okay.
Sherry Anderson do not bank with us. So that's why you see 2 signatures on the back of it. Sherry Anderson, that's a bank with us, but she was gonna get Tanya late to deposit it in her account.
Okay.
So I don't know how that works when you got two people.
Did she say this was stolen?
The woman,
Okay.
I mean, it's basically with it being written over.
Could I have her phone number? The victim.
Yes.
Name and phone number.
What number did you say?
144 to the check. Last of Lake, first of Tanya.
Hi, Miss. This is Victoria. I am about to give Officer Rios your phone number, so I'm just giving you a heads up that he'll be giving you a call sometime soon.
Could I talk to her right there? Then and there? All right, cool.
Yeah. Hold on. He want to talk to you now, okay?
Is there a speaker button on it?
All right. Hold on 1 second. All right. I'm ready. Go for it.
Yes?
Hi, Miss. This is Officer Rios with the Hot Springs Police Department.
Yes, sir.
So you did not write a check on December 24 of 2024 to a Sherry Anderson?
No, I did not.
Okay. There's this check has $300 on it for housekeeping. Just confirming that you did not write that.
I did not.
Okay.
That check went to the water department for $75.97.
116, are you clear to copy?
Go ahead.
That's Tanya Lake. She's going to
Give me 1 second.
be valid. She's going to be probably stronger with a waiver on file number. She's got a parole violation as well as felony possession through Ash Flat.
$144 copy, header to the call notes. I got another one to run.
Okay.
It's going to be by DO number. All right. So, okay, you said that this check was going to be sent to, or this check was sent to your water company?
Yes.
And what company is that?
I don't know. I'd have to go through all my papers to find it.
Okay. Could I get a little bit of your information?
Yeah, what do you need to know?
So, what's your name again?
Janice?
Okay. What's a good date of birth for you? Good.
That's Sherry Brown Anderson. She's ID suspended. She's going to be probation or active supervision with a waiver on file number. She's clear.
Copy that. 144, are they going to pick up on the warrant?
Stand by.
And what's a good phone number for you? $501, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. What's a good address for you? Okay. And are you willing to pursue charges?
Sir, I don't know what to do. If I press charges and you find them, what happens?
Oh, we have them here.
You have the people there?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, they broke the law, that's all I know, so you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
Yes, ma'am. Will do.
All right.
So that should be all the information I need for you right now. You may get a phone call by a detective, and you just tell them the same story that you wrote a check Do you remember what day it was that you wrote this check for?
Let me see. I wrote the check 12/23.
Of 24 for how much?
$75.97.
Okay. Perfect. But you don't remember the water company's name?
If you could hang on, maybe I can go find it.
Yeah.
Can you hang on?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
It's how the same people utility billing.
Utility billing. What's that say?
Utility billing services.
Okay.
Hot Springs.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. Oh, you got one of lights. I go right.
Okay. Miss Ramaker?
If you finish, I can hang that word, because I'm going to ask her to look through her other checkbook to make sure nothing else is missing.
Okay.
She's in it now, so I know.
I got it right here. It's the City of Hot Springs Utility Billing Service on Melbourne Avenue.
Okay. All right. Yep. Very much thank you. We're going to handle our business here on our end. I appreciate your cooperation and everything like that. You may be getting a call by a detective. I don't know yet, but I appreciate it, Miss Ramaker.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Could I get your info? Who's the one that noticed it?
Was you trying to mail it off, or did you
Let's say it started with her. We worked together, so.
Not in the mail. Okay, can you do me a favor? When you get a chance to go through your checkbook and make sure there's nothing else missing. I mean, just for comfort. But I think Officer Rios want to talk to you again. But
Talk to you.
No, I just need to talk to you.
Oh, okay. Well, Officer Rios need to talk to me, but just go through your checkbook, make sure nothing else is missing. But if you tried to mail it off and it just got misplaced in the wrong hand, then you should be okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. And happy.
Were you at the window?
She's at the window, but we've switched spots.
Okay.
Make it.
So when you got the check, the driver was on that handed it to you? I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, put like this: the first time she came, the lady that's in the passenger seat, she was trying to deposit into her ATM machine, and the other guy who was Clovis, which was here at the time that noticed all this, he's gone already. But she tried to go to the ATM machine, and we was waiting on the customer, and she was basically up behind our customer who was waiting on foot or whatever, trying to figure out why the ATM machine won't take the check. We told her she needed to step back because we were waiting on the customer. So when she finally got to us, she had the check. We brought the check. Well, she gave us the check or whatever, and we noticed that it was made out to somebody who was not here. So we told her that we need Sherry to be here, which is in the back seat, I guess, with her ID before we can negotiate it. And so they came back or whatever, and that's when they had Sherry in the back, and they gave me Sherry driver license, whatever. He had Clovis had already left, so he was already gone. But when I got it, I was looking through her check profile history to see, check range. It's just something about me. I'm always just being nosy, but I was looking through and I realized something just wasn't right. So I had her come over to look, and I'm like, housekeeping for $300. So that's when I told her, I said, call Miss Redmaker before I make this transaction, because I could have easily put it into the account holder account, and they would have got away with $300. But when we called and found out that she didn't want the check to her, that's when we proceed with you guys. Cool. So Sherry came second, but at first, Tanya came by herself trying to negotiate, which is the account holder at Regions.
Okay. So Tanya tried to cash it first.
Right. She tried to go to the ATM machine.
So the driver really didn't do anything?
The driver was just
there. Okay. What's her name?
Oh, Lord. Victoria Valerie. Valrie.
Date of birth? Phone number?
Work phone number 5.
What's your cell? And a good address for you?
You want my bank address? Okay, I'll give you my house. That's 71913.
Okay, cool. Perfect. I appreciate your time. Oh, wait, listen up.
This yours.
I appreciate your time. Do y'all need any info from me or anything?
No, but you said you are taking them later, right?
What's that?
You're arresting the 2 ladies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, we have to put that another one. All right, thank you.
So, sorry. Just confirming that the Tanya subject, did she give you the check at the window or not? Or you just told her to back off?
Oh, she did give us a check, and that's how we noticed it was wrote out to her friend who wasn't here.
The first time. Yeah.
The first time?
Yeah.
So she gave it to you, attempted to do it, and you were like, all right, you're not sharing.
Right.
Cool.
And then she came back with
Cool.
The first time, she did the thing.
All right, cool.
I've got another officer coming to talk with y'all.
I didn't know that. I gotta be I was trying to help her out.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't think of the kid. I was trying to help her out. I didn't know nothing about that. She didn't either.
Okay, just hang out for me. Like I said, if y'all didn't know anything about it, it'll be fine.
But I got to go. Break on having that shit for 5 minutes anyways.
You had what?
I only had 5 minutes to do it anyways.
Where they at?
Carpenter.
Are they at like a daycare or something?
Just no, a lady is. And we gotta get a lady.
Where's that
daughters
at?
of a lady. Hold on, on the carpet. I don't know. Hey, we just, can you say, find out who it is or what it is? I don't care.
What? That's what I need to talk to y'all, but I don't know exactly what.
I don't have anything to do with it. She don't either. That guy just got here for saying that.
Okay. So who did you get it from?
Chad. I don't know his last name.
Okay. So he's the owner of the house you were cleaning?
Then he gave me back and I was supposed to keep in mind. Yeah. What they say was on with it?
I don't know yet. I haven't talked to them.
But I didn't know his name.
Okay. So a friend of the homeowners?
Apparently, how about their foreclosure where I've been nothing new?
Apparently the bank still has both the IDs, so I haven't got that yet. I haven't talked to the bank yet. I've just been talking to them. I'll go talk. She was the one that had the check given to her. She has a bank account here, which is, she was just trying to cash it for her. Okay. You said Chad?
Yes, sir.
What was the house that you cleaned?
Yeah, so you know where the song is?
Okay, yeah, so out in the county? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Do you work for like a company? You just do it on the side, or?
I get disability.
Okay, so who is Chad to you?
Just a guy I met.
Okay. Okay, so Chad paid you?
He said he brought me this letter today, this morning. And he said that was for me and him both, and I said okay. And so, I didn't know nothing about it in my name, so if I just had to die, then I was going to get her to attach a thing so that she had an account. That's all. No.
So why was Chad paying you?
Apparently, these are the ones that got me paying me a town, helping me to clean out the mobile home. So let me run to get this kid.
No, ma'am. So is Chad the one that signed the check?
Oh, I got.
Okay. Do you know what the name that's on the check, like up at the top left? Do you recall? Okay.
Hey, it's nice out here. It's hanging out. I'll get to you like that. I don't know. I got this sort of.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. You tell me over and over and over, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. It does not look good.
They're calling her. I mean, I only had 5 nieces this morning.
It's not even your kid. So why are you worried about it?
It's my niece.
Okay.
She didn't.
I'm just being honest with you. You,
that's okay.
you telling me I gotta go, it does not look good to me.
Right, I understand that. I'm just
Okay.
sorry when I done this there anyway.
I get it.
You're right. You're right. Sorry.
If somebody was going to jail right now, you'd both be in handcuffs.
Right.
I'm just here trying to figure out what's going on. Okay.
Late, first of Tanya, 9/27.
Is this the Walmart that has food?
I mean, it's like a mini Walmart.
Yeah.
They have groceries and stuff, but they don't have like sporting goods and yeah.
I didn't know they do nothing. Well, you better be glad they did talk about that about us. What's those? Is that or is your stuff?
You gotta go for it,
I'd be glad they did.
Want the scenery clear, copy?
Go ahead.
Got Tanya Lake. She's in a Class C salad. Trying to fully get stronger with a waiver on file numbers. She's got a parole violation as well as felony possession through Ash Black.
How's going on?
144 copy, just calling up. Okay, another one around.
Do you know the tag down though?
Like your number.
Who's Sonya? You okay?
What?
You what?
What?
And that is that your name?
No. Like says Tanya.
Oh, Tanya.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or she's Sherry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Usually the Sonya and that Sherry. I am not you see that guy? But this is I don't know what you got.
That's Sherry Brown Anderson. She's ID suspended. Gonna be probation or access supervision to worry about file number. Should say. What's the floor? Gonna put the other one.
I think you have something like that.
You guys that Sonya subject had a full violation.
That's right.
Got it.
What? I'm saying it's fine. What the heck is it?
I'm not sure.
I can't find it.
Do what?
I can't find it.
I don't think so. You know about as much as I do.
I don't know that.
Because I haven't talked to them, so
That brain surgery just got to the hospital and got stacked. I think something like that. I ain't sure for it. Things like that goes in my head. He said that first. I don't know. No, still don't know. That man, he died, man. You didn't know. Nice, fancy.
Go ahead.
You don't think that breaking entering 221 Lynn 1 Apartment A had their vehicle broke issue?
Copy. I'm good for the most part. Yeah.
I want $500 on us. I want $500 on us. See some returns first. Friday night. It's a long time. Yes. That's a fair no. All right. Thank God.
Do we have another unit that's close? This vehicle's occupied 3 times.
I mean, that's just. Well, okay, I'm bad.
160, that's something for me, or 116. Go ahead.
Are we gonna have charges on that race subject?
That's another 144, speaking with the bank employees.
Yeah.
127 to 160. Go ahead, sir. Stay in service, I know as what. Copy.
Good.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
16 to 116, where this motor center.
That's normal, sir.
It's good in the hand. Okay. Yeah.
192, over.
I had contact staff, so questions.
You've got what?
Contact staff.
So
I idiopathic disease. Yeah. So I can
I got you.
things I don't get.
Go ahead.
I didn't know I got so that.
her probation violation warrant is valid.
Or access to
Copy.
and things. But there's you hear catchy. So, I can't have that big a thing. So I just don't. But I'll use that.
Possibly. I don't. Like I said, I don't know much.
So, that's the time.
Begin with the seizure. A detention is a Fourth Amendment seizure, and it must be justified from its very inception. The governing standard comes from Terry versus Ohio, decided in 1968. An officer may briefly detain a person on specific articulable facts that support a reasonable suspicion that criminal activity is afoot. Reasonable suspicion is a modest standard, more than a hunch, but well short of probable cause. A first-hand report from identifiable bank employees, describing an instrument that appears altered and corroborated by the officer's own review of that document, clears that threshold with room to spare. Identifiable citizen informants are presumptively reliable because they expose themselves to consequences if their report proves false. Officers may also rely on information relayed through dispatch and fellow officers, a principle known as the collective knowledge doctrine. But a lawful detention is not open-ended. It may last no longer than necessary to confirm or dispel the suspicion that justified it, and its scope must stay reasonably tied to that purpose. When officers diligently pursue an investigation likely to resolve the matter quickly, a longer detention can remain reasonable. The defect appears only when a stop becomes a de facto arrest without probable cause, or is prolonged for reasons unrelated to the suspicion that began it. It helps to picture 3 tiers of contact. A consensual encounter requires no justification, and the person may walk away. An investigative detention requires reasonable suspicion and permits a brief, limited intrusion. An arrest requires probable cause and allows a full custodial seizure. An officer who escalates from one tier to the next must possess the higher level of cause before doing so. The tier matters because of the consequence of getting it wrong. Evidence from an unlawful seizure may be suppressed as fruit of the poisonous tree, a doctrine that can unravel an otherwise strong case.
No.
So both passengers are going to jail. Okay. The one in the front passengers. Yeah, yeah, she attempted to catch it first. Yeah. They said, "You're not Sherry Anderson, so we can't give it to you." Okay. She walked off, and then that's when they drove up, and the other one tried to catch it. The Sherry Anderson. Okay.
So what is it? Stolen? Is it what?
Yeah, it's unauthorized. Yeah. So on the check, you can see that it's been wet and it kind of washed away, and they wrote over it. Okay. It was not authorized for it. They put it for housekeeping. It was sent for the water bill company.
Okay. Let's go ahead and detain them both.
Yeah.
Put them in a car and call SARS and see what CID wants to do.
Okay. So they identify the driver?
Probably.
Okay.
And then see if CID wants.
Hey, driver, you have an ID on you?
Yes, sir. I have contact staff.
What's that?
Contact staff.
Form 44. I got one check. How you say your last name? Sheffield?
Yes, sir.
How you say your first name?
Paula.
Kyla? Last of Sheffield, first of Kyla. All right. So this is what we're going to do. Driver, go ahead and step out.
Or passenger, I'm sorry.
Or passenger, sorry.
So aside from whatever's going on with the bank, you have a parole violation warrant?
Go ahead and put your hands up there.
They know that shit that I'm sick.
Okay.
I had to.
You got anything on you? You gonna poke me, something, or anything like that?
So what's up?
What's that? Okay. You said what?
I have contact staff.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You good? Go ahead.
That car was Sheffield. $2 for traffic number for.
I have it.
Copy that.
And I know I can do that. Do something that's not so.
No, ma'am. Make rest the handcuffs.
So she got my car.
What's that? Your car?
Yeah.
I don't care. That's what you want?
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey. These are the
416 or 13.
all your man. Oh, what's that?
We'll go ahead and step back here for me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know she's asking to do that.
The substantive offense is forgery. Under Arkansas Code Section 537-201, a person forges a written instrument when, with purpose to defraud, they make, complete, alter, counterfeit, possess, or utter an instrument that purports to be the act of someone who did not authorize it. Two features deserve emphasis. First, the statute is written in the disjunctive. Altering an instrument and uttering an instrument are independent acts, each sufficient on its own. A person who never touched a pen can still commit forgery by knowingly presenting a forged instrument as genuine. To utter means to offer, pass, or deliver a forged instrument with a representation that it is authentic. Second, the statute requires a purpose to defraud. This is a specific intent element. Mere possession of an irregular instrument is not enough. The prosecution must prove the accused acted with the conscious object of deceiving another. Intent of this kind is rarely confessed. It is usually proven by circumstantial evidence, such as the manner in which an instrument was altered or concealed. Forging a check is forgery in the second degree, a Class C felony in Arkansas. That classification fixes the punishment range and confirms this is a felony investigation, not a civil banking dispute. Forgery often travels alongside a theft by deception theory. Where property is obtained by creating a false impression, the offense can be charged as theft, with its degree tied to the value involved. A single fraudulent act can therefore implicate more than one statute. The line between detention and arrest is probable cause. It exists when the facts within an officer's knowledge would warrant a reasonable belief that a particular person committed a particular offense. It is a practical, non-technical standard, assessed under the totality of the circumstances. And it is person-specific. Probable cause must be established as to each individual arrested, never as to a group. An officer may not attribute one person's conduct to another merely because they happen to share a vehicle. Two principles refine the analysis. Under Devenpeck v. Alford, decided in 2004, an arrest is lawful if probable cause supports any offense, even one the officer never named, and even if it differs from the stated charge. The officer's subjective label does not control. Separately, an outstanding arrest warrant supplies a complete and independent basis for custody, wholly apart from the offense under investigation.
I know that. I thought they were.
You're good.
Oh.
Go ahead and face the car for me.
Oh.
You're just being detained right now, okay?
Oh, go on.
Until we figure out what's going on, okay? You have anything that's gonna poke me, tick me, anything like that? Anything in your pockets?
You got anything in your bra you shouldn't have?
Hang on. Right. Give me 1 sec. Okay.
Sorry.
You're good.
Here's mine. Huh? Here's mine.
Are you taking us to jail? Are you taking us to jail?
To what?
Are you taking us to jail?
You're being detained right now.
Yes. Oh.
The first two females ran are detained.
Who's that?
It should be Kurt. What's that? In a second.
You can roll the back one up.
What?
Trying to get him to come over here.
What are we doing? So, since they have search waivers on file for searching.
Yeah, you can. I mean, they're in immediate area at least, since they weren't driving. Or you want to ask her what's theirs?
What's yours and what's theirs? That black purse right there?
This is mine.
That's yours?
Yes, sir.
Everything else is theirs?
Hi.
Okay.
I don't know.
Searches in this setting raise a distinct question. The default rule demands a warrant supported by probable cause, subject to recognized exceptions. One exception governs persons under community supervision. In United States v. Knights, decided in 2001, the Supreme Court held that a warrantless search of a probationer who is subject to a valid search condition and supported by reasonable suspicion satisfies the Fourth Amendment. The court applied a totality of the circumstances balancing test. On one side sits the diminished privacy of a person who accepted a search condition as a term of supervision. On the other sits the state's heightened interest in monitoring supervised offenders and preventing further crime. The The search condition is a salient circumstance that tilts that balance toward reasonableness. The court expressly declined to require that such a search serve a probationary, rather than an investigatory, purpose. Yet this authority is only as broad as the waiver that supports it. Officers should confirm the condition is current, that it applies to the person and place searched, and that reasonable suspicion exists. A search that exceeds the waiver returns to the ordinary warrant requirement. The waiver is not the only possible justification. A search incident to a lawful arrest, a protective frisk for weapons, an inventory of an impounded vehicle, or items in plain view each rest on their own independent exceptions. Sound practice is to identify every basis that applies.
The lady in the back had a perk on her.
What's the lady in the back to you? Who is she to you?
Nobody. This lady right here is just my friend. A friend I've known since high school.
Okay, you're just bringing them here?
Yeah. I was just
Did they ask for a ride or what? Or what?
Well, she came down here to visit me, and I'm just driving.
Where are they from?
Because I know where she's going. You know, where she's going. She's from like up north, northern Arkansas.
Okay.
Like in the back, I live right over that way.
Okay. Lives over where?
Over on Combs Road.
Okay. What about the female in the back? Was she just with her?
I mean, that's where the lady, I think that she lives over on Combs Road.
All right.
Yeah. So how do y'all know? Do you know both of them or?
No, just Tanya.
Just her.
Okay.
I went to high school with Tanya.
Sherry's just a friend of hers?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's the first time I ever met her.
Whose bag is this?
That's Tanya's.
A little chilly, ain't it?
Yeah, cold and wet.
Yeah.
If I write my phone number down on a piece of paper, can you give it to Tanya? Because I don't think it's sure.
Yeah, does she have a phone? Does she?
Does she have a phone?
She has a phone?
Okay, I mean, she can take her phone with her and get phone numbers out of it.
She can?
Yeah, she can get phone numbers at the jail.
Okay, hold on a second. What would I just do? That ring.
Who's that?
That's hers.
Oh, that's hers too?
Yeah, hold on.
I mean, we'll take whatever is hers with us.
Not her phone. Here's her phone.
Okay. Yeah, you just leave that on there and I'll take it with me.
Yeah, whatever's hers, we'll take with us.
Okay.
So she has it. Did you get? What'd you say?
You said I was in that Tobian. Yeah.
Do what?
I was just ready to film it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you get their info?
Yeah, I only got.
Do what?
I only got the female with the glasses. She wants to deal with it all.
Okay, that's fine. As long as we got somebody from the bank. Do you know, did Sherry have a bag or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is Sherry in my car?
Alright, I'm waiting on,
yeah, Sherry's in their bar.
Okay.
I'm waiting on Cheeto to call me back. I talked to Sergeant Brown about it.
Yeah.
And he said he's gonna have Cheeto to call me right back.
Okay.
Which, I don't.
So, she is a friend of front seat. She doesn't know back seat.
Go ahead, sir. So they haven't heard
Right.
from them in a few days, and you have answered the door.
Here.
You're gonna start heading up all in.
Two subjects. They come to the bank one time,
That's probably on the road.
cash a check once. The bank has so wasn't who they said they were. So they leave and they come back and they swap seats or swap person. Said the person in the back seat was the person on the check. I said, nope, not. That's when they called us. We get up here, it's hanging them, and I want to know if you need to see it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And also, does he need driver?
The final doctrine is the privilege against self-incrimination. Under Miranda versus Arizona, decided in 1966, warnings are required before custodial interrogation, and both elements must be present. Custody means a restraint on movement of the degree associated with a formal arrest, measured by an objective standard rather than the officer's unspoken intent. Interrogation means express questioning or its functional equivalent, words or conduct reasonably likely to elicit an incriminating response. Two consequences follow. Routine investigative questions during a brief detention generally do not trigger Miranda because the subject is not yet in custody in the relevant sense. And biographical booking questions, such as name, date of birth, and address, fall within an exception recognized in Pennsylvania versus Muniz. A safety question, such as whether a person is carrying anything sharp before a search, is also not interrogation because it is not designed to elicit guilt. The exposure arises when substantive, incriminating questioning continues after a subject has been handcuffed, placed in a patrol vehicle, and told they are under arrest. At that point, statements taken without warnings are vulnerable to suppression. But note the limit of the remedy. A Miranda violation affects the admissibility of statements. It does not, by itself, render an otherwise lawful arrest unlawful. Step back and the standards form a ladder. Reasonable suspicion justifies a brief detention. Probable cause justifies an arrest and many searches. And only proof beyond a reasonable doubt can sustain a conviction at trial. Each rung demands more certainty than the one below it, and an officer's lawful action at the scene is judged by the rung that applies in the field, not by the far higher standard a jury will later apply.
Hold up. Do you know which one? I got you on speaker. Which one tried to cash it first?
Tanya Lake attempted to cash it first. They declined her because she wasn't the one, her name wasn't on the check.
Yeah.
And so then Sherry Anderson attempted to cash it using Tanya's bank account.
Okay. Last. Is there a third one in the vehicle as well?
Yes, she's the driver.
Okay. Have we made contact? So how do we know the check's bad? What's bad about it?
How do we check what?
How do you know the check is bad?
Oh, I spoke with her on the phone here at the Regions Bank.
Okay.
And you can, on the check, you could see where they wrote over the old markings where it was being sent to and the amount.
Okay. So the owner of the check said, okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Bring both of them.
Okay.
What about the driver?
What about the driver?
Driver did attempt to cash the check.
No, she was just there.
Just driving. Yeah. No, don't worry about the driver.
Cool. All right. Cool. Well,
I'm gonna go
check the back seat.
I'm gonna go ask her if she had anything back here. Did you have a backpack or anything, bag, purse in the back seat?
No, sir. All I had was that little square thing with my cards in it.
A little what?
A little square. It's like a card holder.
Okay, what color is it? Is it still in the back seat?
It's brown. Yes, sir.
Still in the back seat?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
She said, you what?
Since you called me off and you called me back over here.
Oh, well.
Anything else you need from me?
I mainly just called you back over here because you're a supervisor. I can't call CID myself. She said she had a brown, card holder.
I don't know.
Do you know anything? Oh, there it is. Okay. Is this bag yours? Or is it a bag or jacket?
No, it's not one.
Not yours? Okay. Is it hers?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll leave it then.
Anything else from me?
I don't think so. Appreciate it.
So, yeah. Is there a car anyway, Nathan? Yeah.
Whose car?
Tanya? Yeah, Tanya.
Oh.
Was I saying it right, Tanya? Tanya? Yeah.
So I guess we'll ask her if she wants her to drive it.
Yeah, she said she's good to drive it.
She can drive it?
Yeah.
Cross to last name Ferry. Well, interest.
That should be it. Okay.
Whoops. Oh, that's wet.
Dad, you got it?
What it is now?
No. No. Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yep. So she said she can drive it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Kane's in the way. She good?
Yeah, no.
You got her ID still, or did you give it back?
I gave her back.
Okay. Okay. You're good to go. Like I said, she's got her phone. Did you get all of her stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's got her phone. She can call you whenever.
Okay.
Whenever she gets a chance. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. We'll do. Yes. You're good to go. Thank you.
With the framework set, consider the grades. The law enforcement response earns an A-. The investigation was evidence first. Suspicion was corroborated before liberty was restrained. Each subject's conduct was weighed individually, and the uninvolved party was released rather than swept in. The deductions reflect the length of the detention and the ambiguity surrounding the timing of any Miranda advisement. The department earns an A- for a coordinated, proportional response that drew on supervisory and investigative resources before any charging decision was made. The front seat account holder earns a D. Attempting to negotiate an instrument not payable to her, through her own account, places her squarely within the uttering theory, and cooperation during the encounter does not erase that exposure. The named payee earns a D-. She combines a direct connection to the altered instrument with an independent supervision violation, leaving little room for a favorable evaluation, mitigated only by the absence of resistance. The driver earns a B+. With no facts tying her to the instrument, her candor and the absence of probable cause as to her conduct correctly produced her release. A few lessons stand out. First, corroboration is the cheapest insurance an officer can buy. One call to a named victim can convert fragile suspicion into solid probable cause. Second, probable cause is individual, not collective. Sharing a car is not sharing guilt. Third, a supervision search waiver is powerful but bounded. It must be current, applicable, and paired with reasonable suspicion. Fourth, the moment of custody is the moment to weigh Miranda. Pedigree questions are safe, but substantive questioning after arrest is not. And for the citizen, the lesson is plain. Presenting a financial instrument that is not yours on behalf of another carries real felony exposure, whatever intent is claimed after the fact. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on police court interactions.